and welcome to Remote STEM class with Mr. Dowd. So today is going to be our final day working on the Starry Night house, okay? So we worked on it for I think a week now. So today, this video will be for Friday. So on Monday we're going to be starting a new Tinkercad project, okay? So let's go ahead and dive right into it to tinker this. Give it a second to load. Let everything else load here. Once that green bar goes away, you know it's all loaded up. So if you guys remember when I was making these crenellation / towers the other day, you notice how I did it like one box at a time, and I did it one cone at a time. Well, that was kind of silly, right? How could I have done that faster? Well, if I had just did this the first time, so I had an object, right? And then I had the other object. Raise that up to, what was it, 94? And I put that right on top. Ooh, that's what I wanted to do. If I'd gone ahead and put that right on top, making sure it's all leveled. If I had grouped them, Shift, remember to group things, click on the object, Shift, click on those, and you press the Control G button, or this button up here. So now this whole object is grouped. See, if I move anything, it goes around with it, right? Well, I could have just done this. So I could have made just the first one, press the whole Control C to copy, or it's also this button up here, Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste. V as in violet. And I could have just done that below 4 times and just put in everything once instead of having to do it multiple times, okay? So those little things that you can do to make your life a little bit easier. Alright, so let's get rid of those. So what I think I want to do is add some little bricks. I'm going to call them bricks to my walls. Make it look more like a brick wall kind of thing, obviously. So let's go ahead. We'll make these little bricks here. Make them little guys. Let's make them the same shade. Which, ooh, was it this shade? Actually, let's make them a little bit darker so they stand out a little bit more, okay? So I'm going to copy that. So Control C, or over here, Control C, Control V as in violet. Let's make a bunch of them. Now if I bring this over and raise it up, this will just give this some feel to it, like it's kind of more than just like a little wall, right? I'll have to ask Mrs. Bloomer what the actual name of this is when you give some things more depth, more, that's what I'm looking for, more character. Let's raise that up. Bring them in a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and keep doing that all the way around. And do one more. Oh, don't want that. Just one more time on this side. So yeah, see how that kind of looks more than just like a straight wall. Now it looks like kind of like a brick. Like it looks a little more realistic than just a regular 3D design. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for all the 4 walls, okay? But I don't think you guys want to watch me do that because that's very tedious. All right. Anyways, guys, so once you get to like a almost final product, then you can start adding in these extra little details and make it look more realistic than just a bunch of blocks. All right. So looking forward to seeing everyone's projects. Remember, if you need to, or if you're doing these projects, which everyone should be, I'll be able to see it right in Google Classroom. Sorry, not Google Classroom, on the Tinkercad class. So make sure you add that. If you're not added, I won't be able to see your work. All right? Remember, Monday we'll be starting a new project, so everyone have a great weekend. See ya.
Hi guys. We're going to continue on with our portrait drawing and our focus on the artist Frida Kahlo. So Frida was an artist from Mexico. Here are two examples of portraits that she made. Again, that was a focus of a lot of her art. She loved to make self-portraits, and there she is. And she has that very distinct looking connected eyebrow. That was her signature look. Oftentimes you would see animals in her pictures. So there you see some. Okay, so we talked about drawing portraits. We focused on just drawing the features last time. Now we're going to connect all the features and place it on a face. So we're going to start out with a pencil and a ruler and a paper. So we want to make sure that we're drawing a head that looks like a human head and not a cartoony style head. Because again, we're focusing on drawing in a realistic style today. Maybe another day, we'll focus on more of a cartoony style and get into some anime. But for now, because we're really like focusing here on this portraiture style by Frida Kahlo, let's keep it realistic for today. So you want to start out with a realistic shaped head. Most people have an oval shaped head, somewhat of an oval shaped head. So you want to kind of start, it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry about making that perfect oval. Just as long as it looks somewhat like an oval and not like a star or a square. Okay? So next, we're going to use our ruler as a tool to make some guidelines. So we're going to start out, you want to draw lightly at first, because these are just original guidelines that we're going to use, and later on we'll erase them. So you use your ruler, and you're just going to be making a horizontal line right through the middle, okay? Right there, right in the middle of that oval. Your line's going to go there. The eyes are going to be resting on that horizontal line, okay? Now we're going to make a vertical line going right through the center of this oval, okay? Should have something like that so far. Next, I'm just going to mark right about here. That's going to be the center of one eye. On this side will be the center of the other eye. Somewhere around here is going to be the base of the nose where the nostrils will be. And then about an inch below that, maybe not quite an inch, just about there, not too close to the chin. This line will indicate where the mouth will go. So during the last lesson, I talked about how to draw eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And there we have it. So I'd like you to try your best to make eyes and a nose and a mouth that looks realistic, okay? So you can go ahead and start. We have that little center point of where the eye is going to go. And we're just going to draw those football shapes right on top of that little dot. So we have kind of a football shape there. You don't want the eyes to be too close together, and you don't want them to be too far apart either. So just be careful. If it looks like they're too far apart, fix it. Just change the spot that you have your eye in, okay? If they're too far apart or too close together, you can fix that. So I made this eye a little bit wider than I want it to be. So that's why I have my eraser. Erasers are good. So I have my football shape. I'm going to go ahead and make that basketball shape, which is just a circle. Basketball shape goes next, okay? And then we have that tennis ball or golf ball in the center, like this. And I just wanted to make my little circle that I'm going to leave white to give it that realistic looking shiny eye. So I'm drawing that little circle here, and I'm going to make a tiny little circle in there and leave that white, and then color in the pupil black. Again, it just makes it look like a shiny eye. Don't forget to do the eyelids. Unless you want your person to look frightened, you want to make sure there's an eyelid there. I'm just going to go over this line a little bit, make that a little larger. And then I'm just going to make my eyelid, and then you can either erase this or shade it in a little bit. I'll make an eyelid across the top. You can erase the old line that you can see, or you can go ahead and just, I'm just going to shade this in for this lesson. Then next, we talked about that nose shape. I just start out in the middle. You can do the nostrils first if you want, but I find it to be helpful to make that center of the nose first. Then you can make those little nostrils on the side. Okay, and you're making a line, kind of like a backward C over here, a front-facing C, kind of like a C, okay? Then you're drawing the rest of the nose, just a little line on both sides. This doesn't connect at the top. Some people make this weird connection here. You don't have to do that. You're just making two lines, and that's it. They can just stop right there. Next, we're going to focus on the mouth. I talked about that letter M at the top and the flattened letter U at the bottom. I think that's helpful. So I'm doing kind of like a curved M, like a McDonald's M almost, for the top and the bottom. Oh, I'm making her look sad. We'll fix that later. Or maybe she is sad. It's okay to be sad sometimes. So I have that U, flattened U for the bottom. I want to make her look a little happy though. I want to just curve the end of the lips up a little bit. Turn that frown into a smile. There. Oops, and connect this too. So we have our face. So the next thing I want to tell you about is when you place the ears on a portrait, the top of the ear is usually somewhere around the line that we have made here for the eyes. Top of the ear is going to be here. The bottom of the ear is usually kind of matching up with the base or the bottom of the nose, like that. And then you can just give your person a little bit of an ear. Kind of play around with the shape a little bit until you like it. Okay? So that's about where the ear would go. Sometimes I see ears up here or way down here. It's not quite right. Top of the ear is going to match up with the line that we made for the eyes. Bottom of the ear is going to match up with, imagine a line extending out from the bottom of the nose. And you have a nice ear there. Some ears. Placement for the neck. The neck on this side is going to match up with the pupil on this side. So imagine a line. You can even use your ruler for placement of the neck. Okay? Give it a little mark right there. That's where the one side of the neck's going to be. The other side of the neck's going to be over where that other pupil is. Okay? Just gives you an idea of where the neck, a realistic placement of the neck. Unless you're drawing a large football player, the neck might come out a little further. But for our purposes today, we're just going to make the neck be right there, matching up under the pupil. Okay? So go ahead and give it a try. If you want to add a fun little hairstyle, it's up to you how you add the hair. Your person can be a boy or a girl. You decide. And you can make any kind of hairstyle that you want to. Eyebrows. Usually eyebrows are not quite touching the eye, but they're not way up here either. I mean, they could be, if you want them to be. But let's just stick with this kind of layout first, and then we'll get into some more abstract and cartoony style drawings of portraits, and you'll be able to really get creative with that. But I'd like you to try it this way first. Okay, so there we have a portrait. Yours might look a little bit different. I might go back in and change some things, like if I think this ear looks a little smaller than the other ear, I can change that, redraw some areas until I have it the way I really like it. And when you're done with your portrait, with everything's in the right place, you can go ahead and erase those original guidelines, so you don't have to look at those guidelines anymore. We don't really need them anymore, and maybe erase this as well. So go back, erase lines that you don't really need anymore, and keep the lines that you want to keep. All right, guys? Good luck with your portrait drawings. Next time we're going to add some symbolism around it. We'll talk more about the symbolism that Frida Kahlo used in her paintings, and we'll talk about symbolism that might be appropriate for your drawings. See you next time.
Hey everyone, welcome to Language in Place Scene Writing. So today we're going to talk about how to incorporate dialogue. Dialogue is a conversation between two or more characters. And I have my two characters. I have Hansel, who's the protagonist, and Stefan, who is the antagonist. Okay? And whoever your protagonist and antagonist are going to be the two that are having a conversation. So we started with our time, place, and at rise. So mine was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The place was Brasov Square, Romania. And at rise is Hansel standing alone on stage with a letter in his hand. Okay? Then we have our monologue, and you should all have your monologue written. From the monologue, you're now going to create dialogue, which means these two characters have to meet and talk. So the way we create dialogue is you write the character's name. And then you put a colon after. That's by hitting the shift bar and the key that is to the right of the L. Okay? So Hansel. It has been a long time. Okay? I'm just starting a conversation because we know that Hansel and Stefan have not seen each other for a very, very long time. So it's an appropriate place to start. You need to think about the conflict between your two characters and how those two characters are going to interact with one another. Then to continue the dialogue, the next person needs to speak. So we skip a line, and then we put the next character's lines. Okay? And it would be longer if I did not receive this letter. All the work that you've put in so far has allowed you to think like these two characters. Right? Stefan does not want to see his father, but he received this mysterious letter from his mom. Hansel has always wanted to see his son, but was afraid to until he received this mysterious letter from his mom or from his wife. So that's what you guys are going to be doing. You're trying to build this scene about a page to a page and a half long of these characters going back and forth. Okay? Keep in mind, it is really important to stay focused on the conflict. The conflict in your show is what drives this dialogue together. All right? So I can't wait to read it. It is going to be a work in progress. So you're going to start this. I'm going to review what you did, send you some notes, and then you can continue writing your scene. All right? I hope that was helpful, guys. Good luck.
Hi, Gators. Today we're making tacos. So I want to show you some of the ingredients before I start. This is the taco sauce that you put on top of your taco when you're done. These are all the toppings. This is the tomato, the shredded lettuce, this is the cheese, and these are the actual taco shells, or you could have a soft taco. They have not been cooked yet. So I need to cook the ground beef, and I wanted to show you on the ground beef, it says 90% lean, 10% fat, okay? You want to go with lean ground beef because it has less fat. If you don't like ground beef, you could go with turkey, beef, or chicken, or any other kind of, you could do fish tacos. All those are perfectly fine. So I'm going to start to cook the ground beef, and I will show you as I'm cooking how that is done. Okay, so this is the ground beef. It's cooking. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. Low to medium over burner. Okay, there's not much grease. That's because we have lean ground beef. I put in some taco seasoning and some water. 2/3 cup of water. And there's many things you could add to this. Some people like to add beans. Some people like it really spicy hot. Some people don't. They like it mild. Okay, so it's pretty much what your taste preference is. You want to cook it until it's all brown and there's no red showing from the beef. And you want to make sure that all of this liquid, this taco liquid, thickens up into the hamburger. You never want to taste red hamburger that's red, because that means it's not cooked. You could get sick. You need to make sure it's all cooked. Oops, that's my oven. Okay, so this takes like 10 or 15 minutes. Just make sure you watch it. You don't want to start a fire, walk away, and burn it. You just kind of have to keep flipping and cooking it till it's done. You will know because it thickens up. Okay, so this is almost done. I'm going to let it cook for a few more minutes so it gets nice and thick. Okay, so this is the taco shells done. Notice they're a little brown, which is good. That's how you want them, crispy. And these are actually a little done as well. They're brown. Okay, so it's pretty much whichever you like. So you would take the taco and put a little bit of ground beef in. Okay, and then you put a little bit of lettuce. And perhaps you like a little cheese. I have to use paper products because I'm actually not home this weekend, so a little bit of cheese. And then if you like tomato, you can put some tomato on them. And if you like this type of taco sauce, it's not hot, it's just mild. You could also put that on. Okay? That's just a little salsa. And then if you really like them, some people put sour cream on them as well. All right, so there you have it. These are softer. So I know when my kids were young, when they had braces, the softer ones were actually easier to eat. So sometimes people like to eat those because they just prefer them. So it's pretty much your preference. You do you, all right? Whether it's ground beef, ground turkey, beans, fish tacos, even toppings. You can add whatever toppings you want. Chopped peppers, chopped onions, whatever you like, and make it yours. Okay, so that's how tacos are kind of cool like that. You make them your own thing. Okay, till next time.
Hey guys, welcome back to Virtual PE. I'm Miss Reedy.
I'm Mr. Yamin.
Happy Friday, we made it. All right, Mr. Yamin's gonna take a minute and talk about the muscles that you're gonna be working during his part of the workout.
Okay, well, today for the next couple lessons, we're gonna work on our pectorals, our chest, okay? You're gonna be doing a couple different styles of push-ups. Keep in mind that if you can't do a regular push-up, make sure you do a modified push-up, which is based on support your hands and your knees, okay? The first push-up you're gonna perform is our regular push-up. You'll be doing 5 reps. After your first 5 reps, we're gonna be doing a single arm raise push-up, which you'll begin performing, then raising your arms singly for 5 reps, and then you're gonna end off with 5 reps of a lumberjack push-up, okay? Take your time, make sure your form is proper, and let's get a good workout.
All right, you got it for 5 sets, so let's get to it, guys. 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 torso twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 squat jump.
5 regular push-ups, 5 single arm raise push-ups, 5 jackknife push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elbows, knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 squat jump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 squat jump. 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 torso twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 squat jump.
5 regular push-ups, 5 single arm raise push-ups, 5 jackknife push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elbows, knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump. 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 torso twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump.
5 regular push-ups, 5 single arm raise push-ups, 5 jackknife push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elbows, knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump. 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 torso twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump.
5 regular push-ups, 5 single arm raise push-ups, 5 jackknife push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elbows, knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump. 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 torso twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One squat jump.
5 regular push-ups, 5 single arm raise push-ups, 5 jackknife push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elbows, knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 squat jump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jackknife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 squat jump.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.